There are actually a few special parallelograms. We've talked about a parallelogram and its properties, but we're going to go through each of the special parallelograms. The first one is called a rhombus, or plural rhombi. A rhombus is a parallelogram with 4 congruent sides. Okay. Now, because it is a special parallelogram, all the properties of a parallelogram do apply to this shape. So a parallelogram has opposite sides that are parallel. Okay. Opposite sides are also congruent. Opposite angles are congruent. Consecutive angles are supplementary. And finally, the diagonals bisect each other. Okay. So these are all properties we've talked about for a parallelogram in the past. But since this is a special parallelogram, there are a couple additional properties that we must add on. So specifically for a rhombus, the diagonals are perpendicular. Okay. And the diagonals will bisect the opposite angles. Okay. So if I were to draw my diagonals on this rhombus to the right, D connects to B, A connects to C. Okay. So I'm just going to be labeling the additional properties. Like it said in our notes here, number 6, the diagonals are perpendicular. So I'm going to draw our perpendicular intersection to show that the diagonals are perpendicular. And then also it says the diagonals will bisect the opposite angles. Okay, so that means this angle will be congruent to this angle. They're getting bisected. Also, these are getting bisected by the segment DB. Okay, so again, review these properties, the 5 from the parallelogram and the 2 additional to the rhombi, and we'll cover all the examples and practice problems for the rhombus in our notes.